Hey YouTube, Sandy Frank here. Today we're doing part 2 of this. It's a 130 card PSA reveal. This was a non-sports and TCG submission. Gotten some interesting cards back so far, so let's see what else we get. Alright, so we're going to go with the Pokemon here. There is a little white dot on that bottom corner. And a little bit on that corner. Yeah, this from the back, it can't get to PSA 10, I don't think. So it's a Latios EX from Roaring Skies. That's pretty cool. I sent in a couple of other orders recently that have a lot of XY and black and white stuff in it. I'm pretty excited to get back. So this will be a good tester for those. I'm going to say this could get a 9 maybe. That's an 8. I feel like that's a pretty strong 8, but that's alright. It's an 8. It's hard to grade this older stuff, especially from that era. Alright, this one, it looks a little cockeyed, like skewed a little bit. It's definitely thicker on top too. Oh, the Umbreon VMAX. That is from Brilliant Stars. And it looks a little thin on the bottom. I'm going to guess a 9 on this one. Wow, PSA 10. Okay. That's kind of surprising. I feel like that's a weak 10. But that's awesome. We need a 10. And that card actually is probably worth quite a bit as a 10. Alright, next one. Now this one looks really good on the back. Snorlax V from Sword and Shield. I know the card quality when Sword and Shield came out was way better than it is now. So I feel like this is not going to be super tough to grade. It looks good on the front. I'm going to guess a 10 on that one. Boom, Gem Mint 10. Yeah, that one feels like a 10. Alright, this one. There is a little bit of wear on that top edge. And I'm going to say it's thicker on this side, so the centering's off a little bit. Ah, Mega Absol EX from, oh, it's a Black Star promo. Yeah, cards like this, I sent a bunch of them in a upcoming order or two. So I'm excited to get those back. With the new Mega stuff coming out, I was like, I need to grade my old Mega stuff. I would say that's an 8. Yep, PSA 8. It feels maybe not even as nice as that Latios. That's okay. PSA 8s, PSA 8s and 9s of that sell really well because there's so few 10s. It's just really hard to get 10s out of that era. That one's got a little white dot there and a little white dot there. But the centering does not look too bad. Hitmonchan. Well, with the white dots, I think it'd be like a strong 9 or weak 10. Got the 9. Yeah, I did not do very good on these classic collection cards this time. The classic, not classic collection, the classic set. They should have came up with different names for these things. There's definitely a white dot in that corner and one there too. But again, back centering, not too bad. Ah, the Mewtwo from the classic box thing. Pokemon Classic is what it is called. Again, I feel like it's a weak 10, strong 9. Can we get the 10? Nope. They are going to give us a 9. This grader does not like even the tiniest little white dots. That's a pretty big white dot, though. I'd have to say the grading so far has been pretty fair. Not really any complaints here. Seems like that little white spot there shouldn't be there unless it's like something got inside the slab. I think that's what that is. Like a little fleck. That sucks. Anyway, there is a little bit of white there. Yeah, a couple corners have a tiny bit of white, so knowing how this grader's been grading stuff, I'm going to say this is 9 out of 10. Ah, and it's a Bulbasaur. From that classic box. Pokemon Classic. I'm going to say a 9. I mean, just going off of what the other cards have gotten. Yep, PSA 9. Totally get it. Ooh, Sorcery. We have not had any Sorcery cards in this order. This is not a foil or anything because it's got the regular back. Ah, the Ring of Morgan. Probably one of the best hits you can get out of Arthurian Legends that's not like a curio or something. Unique, really cool art there by Severine Pinot. Just awesome. I would love to have a ring like that. That's pretty cool. Like have someone like customize and make one like that. Really cool with those birds on there and the red gem. Have your own Ring of Morgan. Anyway, really cool. Can we get a 10? No, we got a 9. It's really hard for me to guess on Sorcery because, like, I think it looks really good, and then it's really random on the grades. It seems like you get 10s sometimes, you get 9, but I haven't gotten many 10s lately on Sorcery. Those kind of dried up. Okay, the back of that looks perfect. Ah, Lugia EX. Another one from the Pokemon Classic set. Yeah, really cool card. Got very popular Pokemon, Lugia EX. I think this could get a 10. Yes, Gem Mint 10. That's a nice 10. Okay. Ooh, this one definitely has some whitening. A big white speck on that corner. And some in that corner. So this one's definitely, I would say, I don't even think this can get a 9 based on the back. Ah, Mega Latios EX from Roaring Skies. That's awesome. These old Mega cards are so cool with the Japanese writing there. That's the Sonic Ace, I think is what that says in Japanese. The attack. Yeah, they're just awesome. I love them. I'm always going to keep these in my collection. Of course, if I get a second one and grade it, I'll sell it. But I love these Mega cards from the XY era. And they're getting a big bump right now with the new Mega Evolution set coming out. I'm going to guess an 8. Yes, we got an 8. I really like that 8 because I don't think there's any way that could have got a 9. Okay. Looking at the back of this one, the back looks perfect. Ooh, the Great Tusk EX. Special illustration rare. From Scarlet Violet. I mean, in my eye, that looks like a 10. Ah, man. A PSA 9. Boy, Scarlet and Violet cards are hard to grade. I mean, I don't get it. They are so picky on them. I see no flaw whatsoever on that card. Jeez. Okay, that's the first one I'm kind of bummed. I think we got jobbed on our grade right there. But, I mean, after this many cards, that's pretty decent that you're only irritated with one grade. This card looks perfect on the back. The Houndour. Ooh, special illustration rares are rough grading. That looks like a 10. I mean, centering's good. No white dots. Ah! PSA 9. Now, here's the part of the order where we are going to get frustrated, I think. That's from Obsidian Fund. It's so tough to grade this stuff. The back of that one looks perfect. The Lapras from the Classic Collection. Okay, so this one doesn't have any white dots in the back. Does that, and the centering looks good. You'd think this would have to be a 10. Yes, Gem Mint 10. There we go. I think we figured out what they're looking at on these Classic Collection, or the Classic, Pokemon Classic cards. I'm going to have to say the back of that's perfect. Ooh, Roaring Moon EX from Paradox Rift. Beautiful card. The Hyper Rare Gold. I mean, it looks like a 10 to me, but these Scarlet Violet cards always shock me how tough they grade these. There we go. We got the Gem Mint 10. That's nice. Man, that looks really sharp with the red wings and the, yeah, it plays really well. It looks beautiful. All right, next one. Okay, the corners look good. It does look a little bit thin on this side, like it's shifted over this way, just a little bit. Monkey Dory. The front centering looks good, but I just don't know. I'm going to guess a 9 because we've been getting 9s on these. Ah, we got a 10. That's pretty cool. A 10 on a illustration rare. Illustration rares are, you know how tough special illustration rares are to grade. Seems like illustration rares are even tougher. In English, anyway. I'll take a 10. I think we're owed a 10 on one of those. They owed us, man. Alright, next box. We'll get to see the big old pile of slabs. Okay. The stack of slabs, not a pile. Oh, look at that. So beautiful. Just all slabs. Boom. I'm going to get them out of here without seeing any of the grades. Okay, there's the backs. Ooh, I can see some Marvel cards are coming up. And some Star Wars. Pokemons. Empty box. Okay, looks like we're going to start off with Star Wars. Okay. Return of the Jedi, Darth Vader. This is probably a Sapphire card, is what I'm guessing. The back centering does not look good, I will say. Ah, that looks good in the Sapphire. And I've been very critical of this Return of the Jedi Sapphire set. And by the way, how come they didn't do an Empire Strikes Back Sapphire set? They did A New Hope, they did Return of the Jedi, and now they've done Phantom Menace. Where was the Empire Strikes Back set? That's the greatest movie of all the Star Wars movies. That's beautiful. That red looks so good. Come on. Can we get a 10? Come on. Boom. I know these aren't hard to grade, but man, that is a sharp looking card. That's just the base card, by the way. It's not like a red sapphire. It's just, that was what the color was. The back of that one looks perfect. Ah, Charmander from the Pokemon Classic. Okay, we gotta look for white dots real quick again. I don't see any. So can we get a 10? There we go. Yeah, we've definitely zoned in on the classic Pokemon Classic cards on what they're looking for. Okay, there's a white dot. And a little tiny one in that corner. But this one's pretty obvious. Centering looks good. Ooh, Wo Chin, the hyper rare. I do like the hyper rares. I think a lot of people hate these gold kind of cards, but these look really cool from the Scarlet Violet era. I think I like them definitely better than the rainbow rares from like Sword and Shield era, but I think these will hold up. I think there's going to be people that really enjoy these over time because they've got really nice etching, and they just look really cool. They look special. It looks off-centered on the front though, and we did have a white dot, so I'm gonna guess this is probably a 9. Yep, totally fair. Wow, our 10s and 9s are even. That's good because the 10s were getting slaughtered earlier. All right, this is this beautiful back of this card. This is the Team Covenant exclusive promo from Arthurian Legends Sorcery. Man, the back of that's so cool. That's the full art because this is a foil card. Liz Danforth, I think, did this art. Sir Lancelot. Man, this is one of the nicest looking sorcery cards, I think. I mean, just maybe not the greatest art ever, but just the look of the card is fantastic. The back of the card looks amazing. This foiling and stuff looks really nicely well done. We've gotten this in a 10. Let's get another 10. 9. That's pretty good grade for a sorcery card, though. Admit. But it's been cool to get a 9 on that. I mean, cool to get a 10. Yeah, it was so cool we got a 9. Alright, this one, I definitely see quite a bit of little white, especially on this edge right here. There's like little nicks on the edge. So this is, I don't think this is going to be a PSA. I don't think you can get an 8 with that many white nicks on the edge. Reshiram EX. This is from Next Destinies. Black and white era. Very scarce sets from the black and white era. I'm going to guess a 7. Boom, man. This grader, I have to admit, I'm seeing exactly what they're seeing now that I've got the cards back. So, good job, grader. Even though we're getting mostly 9s, I haven't had too many problems. There's been a couple of them that I wish were 10s. I mean, I wish all of them were 10s, but I think there's a couple of them that probably should have been 10s. But overall, very fair. And they make sense on the grades. That's when the graders grades make sense. It just makes for a more pleasant reveal. Okay, this one, a little bit of white in that corner. I don't usually see white on the corner on these sorcery cards, but it is a black border, so very tough. The Four Waters of Paradise. I'm gonna guess an 8. No, I'm gonna guess a 9. This is another one of the nice Arthurian Legends cards. Hey, we got a 9. Nice. I feel like we're getting decent grades in sorcery. Sometimes I get really hammered on sorcery, and this grader is a little more lenient. I thought I saw a white dot. That was not. It's just a little piece of fuzz. That looks really good on the back. The Fury Sewed Girl from Silver Tempest. I think that's a 10. An 8. Okay. Whoa. Okay, I just heaped all this praise on this grader, and then now that one don't make any sense. Okay. All right, we'll do one more, and then we'll do a next part later on. All right, this one. Okay, this is an older card. It's got some wear in that upper corner. Not terrible, but there's definitely quite a bit of wear there. Like, this has been played. Usually, if they can tell a card's been played, it's probably going to get a 7 at the best. Zapdos from Fossil. The centering on the front doesn't look too bad. I'd guess like 7 or an 8. A 6. Ooh, that feels a little bit harsh. That's like there's an indent somewhere, like a binder dent. I did not see that. Alright, I think that's a little harsh, but that's our first 6 to order. Okay, we'll stop there, and then we'll do a part 3. Alright, thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more videos later.